You were a teammate of Foles, so it's great to have you and get your take on this. What happens to Foles if he wins Sunday?
If he wins, it'll be the greatest thing for Philadelphia. It'll be the greatest thing for Nick Foles. But I don't want to get into Carson Wentz not being the starter next year. They drafted him for a reason, and we can't forget that Carson Wentz got them to 11-1. Nick Foles took over. It was a comfortable situation for Nick, and I think Nick is best in those roles. I think he's best when he's a backup, when he has a chance to just come in and, you know, the pressure's not really on. He can come in and free flow. He did it in 2013. He did it well. He'll definitely have options, but I don't think this will be a quarterback controversy. I think the Philadelphia Eagles realize that they're in the position that they're in because of Carson Wentz. And Nick Foles just took it over, and he did a job that the backup is supposed to do.
So I know you like Nick Foles, but you still view him as a career backup quarterback.
I think he's most comfortable as a backup in that situation. I think when he had the opportunity to go and start in St. Louis, it wasn't the easiest thing for him. He showed, you know, that under that type of pressure, it wasn't the easiest thing for him to go out and do, and he couldn't handle it. But maybe this time around, because he said he found a new love for the game,
he did.
It may help him, and I think just going through this, having the chance to be with Doug Peterson again, winning these big games is going to help his confidence moving forward. And, you know, experience is the best teacher. He's getting a great deal of it right now.
Nick Foles goes back to being the backup. Carson Wentz was the MVP before he tore his leg. Now, Skip, the knee injury.
So you said, but go ahead.
Yeah, and so I know. I know these things. Carson Wentz's injury was more serious than we previously thought because he tore his ACL and his LCL. So there's a chance he might not even be healthy at the start of training camp, maybe even at the beginning of the season. So there's no quarterback controversy. When Carson Wentz is healthy, he will be the starter. You don't trade what they trade to get this young man, and all of a sudden, a guy comes in and played well for 3 games, and all of a sudden he's going to be your starter. We saw Doug Williams started 3 games, and then after he won the Super Bowl, he started 5 more games.
Yeah.
That happens. He's not going to be the starter in Philly. He's not the long-term solution. They found their guy, the long-term, 6'5", 240-pound North Dakotan. That's the guy that you got to deal. That's what you got to deal with for the next 10 years, Skip Bayless. I know what you want to happen. He wants there to be a controversy because he don't want Carson Wentz to kick his Cowboys' butt. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Nick Foles.
You got to face.
I would actually fear Nick Foles a little.
No, you would stop it.
Wow. I would. Wow. How about that 6'6" guy from Austin, Texas?
No.
6'6"?
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Really big.
Carson with that obese of that beard. Ooh, red hair. Ooh,
by the way, I'm going to point this out again. Nick Foles came out of Austin Westlake High School. He was recruited to play basketball at the University of Texas and at Baylor, which are pretty good basketball schools. So he's not unathletic. I don't know what you viewed him. I'm not saying he's athletic.
He's not like Carson Wentz.
He's not Michael
The
Vick.
Red Bazooka. The Red Bazooka.
The Red Bazooka. Stop it. So if I just told you that there was this guy named Joe Smith or somebody, and he had a career of 66 touchdown passes to only 29 interceptions as a National Football League starting quarterback, 66 to 29. And he had one year when he threw 27 to only 2 interceptions. And if I told you this same guy had played 3 playoff games, and in each of those he had put his team in position late to win, and won 2 of them and should have maybe won the first one that he played, but in those 3 playoff games, he's 5 touchdowns to 0 picks. So he's played 3 big playoff games, 0 picks. And in the playoff games, he's completed 75% of his passes, which, as you know, that's hard to do.
That's really good. 3/4, that's really good.
It's hard to do. And if I told you that guy was Nick Foles, you'd say, oh, but he's got a stigma attached. He got stamped with a label. He's a backup quarterback. And I'm saying, this is really good. So to Jenny's hypothetical, let's just do. What if he happens to do to the Patriots what he did to the #1 ranked defense out of Minnesota in Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game? That was a torch job, man. Every time I looked up, he was throwing another bomb to somebody, right?
Very efficient.
Everything was right on the money. And there's a lot of pressure. You know that pressure. It's just huge, man.
If I was Nick Foles, I would be thinking about this platform right now. What do I do going into the 2018 season? And if I was the Philadelphia Eagles, I would come to him early and say, listen, Nick, if we win this game, we would consider bringing you back as a backup because we think that's the best position for you right now, the best opportunity. And then in 2019, when he have a chance to hit the free agency market, then he can go become a free agent and make his money. And as of right now, he can win the Super Bowl. The city will love him. He'll never have to pay for a cheesesteak again.
No, he didn't have to pay for it.
Wrong with that?
But seriously, what if you became one of only 2 quarterbacks to beat Tom Brady head-to-head in the Super Bowl? Eli Manning lucked into the first
No,
one.
okay, what about the second one?
He made one good throw to Manningham. I'll give him that one. But Brady made one. He had one bad throw in his whole Super Bowl career, and that's the only reason he survived in that game. Eli did.
Why are you doing this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
You ain't telling no truth.
What if Nick Foles throws another party Sunday up in Minnesota? What if he does?
And they'll have a parade on Tuesday. Yeah. Everybody will be happy. But as soon as Carson Wentz is healthy, he won't be normal.
I got to tell you. Just my gut feeling on this, I'm not the biggest Carson Wentz guy. I have my doubts Carson Wentz could do what Nick Foles has done in these playoffs.
You stop it.
I have my doubts.
I thought about that too, Skip. I'll be honest. Like, if the roles was reversed, then it was the ideal situation that the Eagles would want to be in, and Carson Wentz was out there as a starter. Would it look the same as what Nick did?
And
would the game plans look the same? And would he be able to compete and play at a high level?
And
like
your
Nick
conclusion was?
Yes, he would.
Maybe not. I think he was leaning the other way.
I don't know.
What's holding you back from that? What do you?
I mean, it's the unknown, but I think this game plan the game plans in the playoffs was designed for Nick, and it was perfect game plans. I always thought that Doug Peterson having 2 weeks to prepare for the Atlanta Falcons was not a good thing for the Atlanta Falcons because that gave him time to really go back and find the things that Nick really did well. And, it would have been the same with Carson Wentz, so I couldn't say, but it was more that he can do with Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson 33-7.
But Carson Wentz will try things. He will gamble in ways Nick Foles does not gamble.
How you think he got the name, Skip? Walk it to him.
I don't even know what that means.
You know what it means.
I don't know what it means. It's the lamest nickname I've ever heard.
What does that mean?
Them 50-yard passes, like long handoffs.
Oh,
He walks it. He walks it.
You know what? I think we should move your nickname along to Nick Foles. It's walk it to him, Foles.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is. Did you see him walk it to him in that NFC Championship?
I mean, he might get a small town in Philadelphia. He might get a small town named after him or something like that.
Yeah, I like that.
But you know what's going to happen.
I think you're in trouble. If
you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not Carson, but Nick will win this game. He'll probably maybe be Super Bowl MVP. I think it'll probably be some defensive player. But even if that happens, as soon as Carson is healthy, he's up under center.
You realize you can't win this game because if Tom Brady wins, you're in trouble. And if Nick Foles wins, you're in bigger trouble because now you got a big quarterback.
No, good point. You stop trying to make it a quarterback controversy. There is no controversy.
Will be.
I think I just fell in love with Carson Wentz play. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Really?
Carson. Wentz. Avania.
I'm going to win.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Hey, that was good.
Wentz, Avania.
Yeah, W-I.
You know what's going to happen.
Huh?
That's what he's doing to Dak Prescott butt for the next 10 years.
You just give Dak one receiver that
you got Dez. Michael Irvin said that. Michael Irvin, who you swear by is the greatest receiver ever, said Dez is that guy.
Michael is defending his namesake and his number's sake. Yeah, that's what he is. He's number 88. He's going to always defend an 88.
They said the Cowboys would be stupid if they got rid of Dez.
Yeah. Did Dak have an Alshon? Did he have an Aguilar? Did he have a Torrey Smith?
He makes more than both of them.
Did he have a Zach Ertz?
He
didn't have one of those guys.
You got Jason Witten.
Dez has to work hard this offseason to do a better job.
Whoa, hold on. What you doing, Skip? What you mean, Jason Witten and Zach Ertz? I mean, what you doing?
Well, Zach Ertz is a lot younger right now.
No. What you trying to weigh? One guy got 1,100 catches and 68 touchdowns?
What have you done for me lately?
That's that tight end talk.
Lately.
What kind of break you down?
Zach Ertz is being underrated in this game. He is really good.
What kind of fan are you?
He's not.
He might be the X factor.
Huh? He's not quite Gronk and Travis Kelce, but he's right in that next group.
Well, Burton, he was with the Patriots.
I like him.
He was with the Patriots. They released him.
Okay.
So he got revenge in his eyes.
Yeah. I mean, Wentz had weapons. Dak had nobody.
No, you got weapons.
Dak had nobody who could even get open.
Those were the same guys. The only thing changed.
Same guys?
Yeah.
They're all new.
No, they're not.
Huh? Alshon is new.
No.
Torrey Smith is
no, I'm
new.
talking about Dak.
Oh.
Dak had the same guys when he threw for 23 and 4 that he had the next year. But they removed one thing, that hedge, that was 21.
Yeah, what was the difference between the 2016 Cowboys and the 2017 Cowboys?
Well, a whole lot of things.
Zeke.
Offensive line was horrible. Number 88 just lost it
They
completely.
lost Zeke for 6 games.
Zeke. Everybody knows it's Zeke.
Sean Lee was gone.
Oh, man, stop.
Got out to a slow start.
What I'm learning quickly is no matter what, we always come back to the
We all
Cowboys.
he
Yeah.
can't.
Ain't no
He-
heat.
that
Ain't
He
no
always-
heat.
He's it up.
Ain't no heat.
He's a closet Cowboy lover.
Y'all not gonna be winning the division anytime soon.
See
Either
what the
way,
Philadelphia
it's
Eagles
good.
did?
year.
Plenty to talk about. Michael, thank you
Thank you.
for joining us. So, guys, why does our friend Rob Parker hate the Patriots
That's a good question.
so much? So much. He's going to tell us next.